There is a lot said about what is and is not plantation inside Tucker's Knob. So I thought I would take people on a historical journey to show just exactly how forestry has been cutting up the landscape and converting native forest to plantation over the years. The image you're looking at here is from 1964, prior to plantation establishment by APM Plantations. We'll now go to the mid-70s, and I draw your attention to this area in the middle. I'll now draw a polygon around it so you can see how large it is. As you can see, this area is well over 1 hectare in size. We'll now go to 1984, and here it is, still natural forest located inside a plantation area. And here it is, still as native forest in the 90s. And here it is again in 2010, shortly before clearing. And here is that same area in 2011 as part of forestry's plantation operations, and that area has been cleared and converted to plantation. Let's now look at forestry's own boundaries and see just exactly how it cuts up the landscape to serve its own purposes. Here is that landscape again in the mid-70s. Here is forestry's own data set from around the year 2000, just as the Plantation and Reforestation Act of 1999 was coming into force, which in a small but significant loophole allowed the clearing of up to 1 hectare of forest to plantation under the Act. If we look at the metadata in this plantation boundary, you can see that quite clearly this area was plantation. We have the metadata associated with it. You can see here the year planted, the same over here, the year planted, and as a continuation of this area here, the year planted. When we go into the middle area of the native forest I showed you earlier, that was over 1 hectare, there is no plantation here. This area was not zoned plantation. We will go to the plantation data for 2022, and you can see now here how this area is inside the zoned plantation. And here is the plantation boundary changed again in 2024. And here is that area and when we take off the imagery, it's gone. But let's look at the size of the area that forestry has delineated as a plantation sub-unit. Funnily enough, that data's not available to the public. So people like me have to go and hassle forestry to get the data. And here it is. When we click on it now, we have metadata because the area has now been converted to plantation and forestry is keeping records. Interestingly, 2008, it says, is the age class, with no reference to the fact that it was actually original forest. And when we click on it to get the measurement of the area, funnily enough, it's 0.98 hectares, just shy of 1 hectare and small enough to be converted from native forest to plantation. And that is how New South Wales Forestry converts native forest to plantations. Gone.